Taurus, what's up? Welcome to my new Shadow Sister Healing video. This is your weekly reading with me, Shadow Sister Silva, and let's get started with the crystals. So, what is happening, Taurus, in your life? Oh, beautiful love. Okay, I love to see this. It's going to be some love reading. So, this is heart chakra. Always remember to be a real lover and really. Oh my God. Yes. Everything is love this moment because there is like a pink sky with kind of like a empty hole in the cloud that is the shape of the heart also. So I mean, this is a bit weird, but I see a lot of love immediately for you, Taurus. So okay, remember that. Let's take the shaman's dream oracle. What is your this week's shaman's dream? There is this text: we are all sacred dreamers dreaming the world into being. So what kind of dream you have, Taurus, this week? Let's see. Wow, this is like a love. Love for Taurus. Okay, this one. Oh my God, beloved, radical acceptance. Like, I mean, these cards cannot be like more pointing out like, oh my God, this, I don't have a phone here to take this picture, but like a love on the sky, love in the fire, whatever, like a burning bush you see. Focus on love this week. That can be a positive energy. Radical acceptance. Okay, I have decided today to take another, this kind of like a guidance card from the moon, Queen of the Moon Oracle. So what is that for Taurus? Taurus, this one. The path. Okay, there is some kind of like in the sky. I saw this kind of hole of the heart in the sky because this cloud made so that there's a pink cloud and in the middle of it was a blue, like a heart. So it's a bit like this. You should climb inside there in this happy space, or go within yourself to find the place that is never hurt, the path. To the beautiful place. Okay, so which one I get? Of course, I get the Finnish deck. This is my favorite deck also. This is the, I'm gonna show you the book. This is a Kalevala stories from Finland. They're all Finnish and can translate. Ukon pakka, that deck. Now I'm just freely taking cards to see this. Like maybe we really look like what kind of feelings are coming here. This is a very love related thing, but let's see. Taurus need to know. And still this. Okay. So we have this, and this. And even for some reason, this top card, I don't know why. Okay, let's open. So, Para, it's a very weird. Shaman. Tuonevan hauki. Päivälän pidot. And metsänpeitto. Okay. This is a very strong card. Anyway, immediately I see there is one shaman card that is a Hierophant. That's a Taurus card immediately. So major arcana card is here. So you are asked to be kind of like a teacher and a spiritual leader. This one is with this shamanistic drum here, maybe like a drum of the heartbeat. But this para, these things I have to check here. So what is this para? Okay, so it's 5 of coins. So underneath there is like, this would be 5 of pentacle. It's often kind of like okay, let's read what is here because I'm not gonna know. This is a special deck, so we will get the special stories. there would be the first card on the table is this, and it would mean jealousy, comparison, worry, survival state, fear, pessimism, problematic relationships, being mentally poor, and being dependent materialistic of other people. So usually there is this couple, I'm gonna show that. That's a true, like when sometimes if there is relationship issues, it can all be because there is money issues. So if this grounding is kind of missing, it's very hard to build this kind of love relationship, because it's kind of like you should love the other person in sickness and in health. But when we are hurt, we can hurt others because we are so focused on our own suffering that we cannot be so compassionate and caring that it would be better for the relationship's sake. So that kind of thing can create issues. So this weird card here, I don't understand what's happening here, but anyway, is this. So this couple is kind of poor, and they don't realize that there is a lot of like a spiritual wealth possible in the connection to themselves. Even there is like a lot of this kind of connection, soul connection, but as well the community is very supportive, and they are not noticing that, and they feel they're totally alone, and they turn into the community. I'm gonna see still what this color deck says. So a supernatural natural being, this para, and the role was to suck the milk from neighbor's cow and like places. And then the para brought the stealed milk to the owner. Anyway, it's a very weird story here. Anyway, this card means that somebody is eating your happiness and your well-being. Para is like an energy thief that is taking kind of taxes of your happiness. And it's like energy vampire. And you have maybe created yourself, or it's coming from the outside. It can be a negative beliefs and thoughts, and very pessimistic expectations that are taking the good feeling away and breaking the thoughts. So this card is asking you to look carefully how you think and what's going in your mind. Don't make small yourself, or like feel sorry for yourself, or compare your life to others. Other people's things and matters are theirs, and it's not yours to solve. And this can also point out that you might have like a martyr attitude. Why always me? Why I have again this bad luck? Can poison your mind and are not making you see the really kind of like a syy-seuraussuhteita, like why this thing happened, like a chain reaction that is there. So if you failed, it's too easy to blame somebody else for that. And always blame somebody else for that. So you should look to the mirror and realize how much you have influenced the situations and happenings in your life. Okay. But there is this positive thing that you could realize, that the more I give, the more I get. It's not away from anybody. And also, are you ready to receive gifts and success in your life? What have you done to be successful and get wealthy? Jealousy is usually a sign that you have not used your talent and skills and gifts. And the opposite medicine to jealousy is compassion. So you should develop your compassion towards every single person you meet. Also, you should develop feeling gratitude of those things that are good. There is always in the world people who has things better than you or worse than you. So don't compare, but focus how you can develop your own skills to the level that you can be. That you have all the gifts to rise. But if you want a success, you have to feel responsibility of your own, what you're doing, your own profession. If you don't know yet what is your own profession or field, do things that are really attractive to you and are calling for you. And start to practice that, what you have wanted to be good at. And one day you are a master. Okay, so even relationship-wise, if there has been issues, because the love is in the cards, there's really this beloved radical acceptance. Like accept you and accept the other person how they are. And that be grateful what you already have. Maybe you have a lot there that you don't see. You're focused on the lack. Focus on the abundance what you already have and grow from that. And then you get the shaman card. I already said that this is a very Taurus card. Maybe briefly I read about that because it's a very positive card. This is exactly, we're talking about mastering something, being a leader in your field. This is in the center of this reading. It's like a center table. So you could be really this powerful teacher or spiritual leader. It's usually High Priest card. So, High Priest, searching for spirituality, truth, delivering the universal wisdom, spiritual master, right teachings and moral and inner guide. So in the hunter-gatherer culture, the village shaman was the spiritual leader of the village. And the shaman was a bridge between the spirituality and normal people. And the shamans were able to walk in these two worlds. Shamans are usually a little bit like a hermits, and live in the outskirts of the village, as if they are like in the end of the in the borders of the world. And if you're a shaman, it's kind of like a gift you get when you're born. And the shaman was always selected by the people, so you had to be accepted by the people to be the leader. Yeah, I would say, like, even we talk about the compassion in the relationships. Compassion, it's a very good quality when you are a leader, that you are not, you are making this kind of compassionate way how you solve situations. It's like emotional intelligence is needed. Maybe possible in your own relationship too. You need emotional intelligence this moment really much. Okay, this shaman card is still saying like you have to be truthful to yourself. And what is your your goal in the world? What is your task? It can be anything. Everybody can be master in something, but you have a calling to something that you should then follow. You are kind of preparing to be master in your own field. Okay, so then we have this Tuonelan Hauki, and I have to again see which trump card is that. Yeah, it's a 10 of Cups. But that is beautiful. That is actually after the summon. So we are finally getting like I didn't even realize it was 10 of Cups in the table. So we're coming from this energy through you being professionally competent, and then having this kind of big fish that is a happiness. It's kind of like this in tarot cards, 10 of Cups is like a really feeling happy and satisfied and like in a good in a relationship. Here, what is that? It's like a Tuonelan Hauki. Like verge of the, how you call like a dead place, like a Tuonela, like underworld. Okay, big possibility. Last kind of viimeinen koitus is like a last judgment, breakthrough, success, victory, and the highest consciousness get hold of you. You are like a vihkimys, täyttymys, that you're really getting fulfilled. Okay, I read here. So Ilmarinen was going to Pohjola, like a north, to ask the daughter of Louhi to marry him. Ilmarinen is like a magician character in Kalevala. And Louhi had asked him to do a lot of work before she would give her daughter to him. So Ilmarinen had done a money machine, had kind of had done the field of the snakes, and had get rid of also the underworld bear and the wolf. But this mother-in-law was still not satisfied and wanted to see more. So he had to go and catch even this fish of the underworld. And he had to do it without any tools. Would not be able to use any kind of fishing equipments or nets to capture this fish. But this maiden of the North liked this Ilmarinen so much that she did help him to survive these tasks. And so the woman was, the maiden was also giving a tip how he can catch the fish. She said that he had to make a firebird made of gold that would go and capture that fish for him. And so he made this firebird that was huge, like a fire. And the eagle and the kind of fire eagle and the spike birds were fighting for their life. And the pike birds escaped. But he was able to capture the fish. Okay, it's a complicated fighting story how the fish got captured. Anyway, what is the teaching here? So you are coming in a breakthrough, and that is an amazing opportunity. You have captured the biggest fish there is from the underworld water. That is the ruler of the subconscious mind. So you are using your higher self to make this. The higher self is that firebird. That you take this opportunity. When you trust of your higher guiding, like a higher self, the beast cannot get out. And you are having the situation under control. Yeah, you have very spiritual, like big chance in your hands now. Interestingly, this is next to the shaman. So it's almost like you need to go deep with your knowledge and your capacity to catch up this big fish. Okay, and that's relationship-wise, there could be some breakthrough too. I would say that there's some kind of deeper level of intimacy, deeper emotional connection coming. I see this here also. This is amazing, beloved radical acceptance. Beautiful. And what was that jumping here now? And this was the part. Yeah, take the part. Okay, then we have still päivälämpöt. And that, what is that card? Okay, that's judgment card. I didn't, because I don't recognize this. It's like a weird color code here. I thought it was a minor arcana. This is a major arcana again. So this is in the end. It's a judgment card. It's awakening. So you are awakening that, oh my God, I have been this powerful leader and now I'm capturing the biggest fish there is. And there will be a party. I read what is this päivälämpöt, but yeah, sounds like a party. Something to celebrate. Looks very positive this week. Love is the highest power. So I mean, if you stay positive, yeah, it can really help your work situation too. But what is this? Okay, judgment. Very strict and ever seeing, like a judgment capacity to judge and like a bit critical. And critical self, like it's a tutkiskelu, how you say it. Like you are like critically looking into yourself. Not having prejudices. You're communicating very clearly. And you are learning from your experiences. And then you have some key knowledge. Neuvokkuus. Okay, there was a lot of story again from Kalevala. I'm just gonna see the conclusion here. Lemminkäinen had a fire soul and it brought him over and over again to difficulties. Many innocent had to suffer because of him. Like the master of the north lost his life and Lemminkäinen's own mother had to take care of the son sometime. Like the mother was saving him, rescuing him. So he didn't take responsibility what he was doing and didn't care about the suffering of other people or as long as he had himself everything well. But the mother of Lemminkäinen was protecting the son with his own life and took the responsibility. Yeah, and like this, the son was always then ready to go to a new fight. So this card is reminding you that you have to have a good discernment and taste, that the Lemminkäinen, this kind of fighter spirit, a little bit hasty young man, was missing. Good judgment is not about judging other people's life, but to grow your understanding and grow up. Try to see people without a judgment, accept things as they are, and avoid and abandon your narrow way to see things. Don't fall to black and white thinking. And listen more to your heart's calling, voice from the heart, because the judgment comes from your heart, the true judgment. And if you make mistakes, learn from them. And definitely start taking responsibility of your actions and think about the consequences before you act. So you have more constructive life. Okay, this came in the end. So like, yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, it's definitely this radical acceptance is connected to that. We have still this metsänpeitto underneath here. So that card is Two of Pentacles. This is kind of like this person who is like not sure about the choices of what she has. But metsänpeitto means usually that you get lost in the forest. You go there and then you are not knowing how to get out of there. So sometimes, yeah, making a choice can be hard even, like you don't know what direction to take. Let's read about that, because we are talking about even love here. Maybe you have to have this, really look at yourself clearly, what you have contributed to those situations that you had. Okay, this card means in the keywords, change, spiritual and physical renewal, taking off the routines, needing your own space, being a bit insecure, everything is temporary, finding a balance, ability to enjoy the simple things, and dealing with uncertainty. A bit like this couple is also in this uncertainty underneath, there is this uncertainty that can be like an underlying theme, let's say, this uncertainty. So metsänpeitto can be a sign that you have to go within yourself and look for this kind of clarity. When have you been really alone and like reflecting? So you can be much more whole and complete when you are having the balanced energy. You might have had a very busy life and you should have more like a calm and silence, that you can hear your own thoughts. And then you can have a new perspective when you are kind of in the silence. So it could be good for you to just find a moment to be alone. And you might get sometimes lost. So the world seems to be like in the fog. And when you don't see where to go, we're like lost in the forest, in the foggy forest. But then you are like distancing yourself from the reality, and even kind of syrjäytyä, you are like isolating yourself. if this situation goes long, that you're keeping lost, it's harder to break this kind of spell. So if you are like suffering of getting like lost in the roots, kind of metsäpeitto, and courage to be in the forest, you feel like you have no answers. But the old people, they'll tell you how you get out of that kind of vicious circle, let's say. That you turn every of your clothes upside down, you put the shoes in the wrong feet, and you kind of change the roles. Change your roles opposite that you usually do. Other way to get rid of this state is toinen keino vapautua metsänpeitosta oli metsän sitominen esimerkiksi taivuttamalla puun oksaa silmukalle painonsa olevan kiven avulla. Uskottiin, että metsän sitominen vastasi ikään kuin metsänpeittoon joutuneiden tilaa, ja kun metsä vapautettiin, vapautuisi myös lumoukseen joutunut metsänpeitosta. Something like binding a tree with a stone, and then it's very weird stuff anyway. But do you have some limitation in your life that you would like to get free from? If so, influence your life more. Say no clearly to some actions that is not coming from your heart, but just for duty. If you cannot get rid of those duties completely, at least you can change how you react to those situations. Yes. Okay, this was a little bit complicated. I will now read you this path. I think the path has been a little bit misty indeed and foggy, but you are on the path and things are getting better. Like it's really seeing here that there is this kind of some success coming. Like this has been the overall feeling, but now you have like a lot to celebrate. So hang on. Not everything is lost. And that's your advice card now. Beloved, radical acceptance. Looks very positive card. Number 2. It's kind of couple number also. Number 2 is always like a choice card. 2 of Cups is also number 2. Even this is number 2. Taurus, this is for you this week. The object of affection, radical acceptance, loving what is. When the beloved appears, it requires 100% of your heart, body and soul. Don't try to squeeze the beloved into your schedule. Drop the busyness and receive the one you have been waiting for. Know that this card comes as mirror to show you the divine within and invite you radical acceptance of everything you consider beautiful or ugly in your being. The beloved may not be a person at all. It might be a business venture, a project, or an adventure calling for your full attention. Like this capturing the big fish here that are 10 of Cups. Love it, let it light you up and give it your all. Surrender to this truth and know that you are gaining a passport to bliss, even when it feels that you are being consumed by the fire of the beloved. Do not hold back or be afraid, for you will emerge transformed. Surrender is the key. Allow yourself to be loved. Usher the harsh critic out the door and shut your eyes and ears to the judgment of others who have not been ignited by the divine blaze consuming you, for they will only attempt to douse your fire and leave you choking on the smoke. this thing that don't think about what other people think. You deserve this love. Be careful you are not seduced by false promises or falling prey to your extraordinary ability to sabotage your dreams and desires. Sink with and sink into your heart and trust your sense of what is true, and you will know what to do. The true beloved is never false. Every gift proffered is valuable. Recognize the many faces of beloved and welcome them into your heart. You will be so glad you did. Very beautiful, Taurus. There is really like there has been this kind of feeling of lost, but you are moving this week to this beautiful radical acceptance and having really this 10 of Cups happiness. So I'm happy for you, Taurus. Remember to laugh and not fake it. See you next week. And if you like, press the like button. And always nice to have a comment, even emoji. It all helps my algorithm. So see you next week, Taurus, and bye.